5 years ago, we have inaugurated this workshop as a week of work with specialists on different topics.
The idea is really to build a program made of different elements, very practical. We really aim to bring to the participants some concrete examples of their future life as professional musicians.
So this morning we will work on methods to cooperate. I'm here to set up with students collaborative methods to help them to cooperate between them and to be mentor and mentored, to be able to grow up with the help of the peers. Today we start in meeting each other in quite a fun way, and we make duets to help each other on issues about the profession of music, etc. It's okay for you? You see the new duets?
Sometimes you play, you go on a tour and you play the same program.
So we have to be in good health in general to support the hard life of concerts.
In the competition, you have to prepare maybe 2 or 3 hours of repertoire these days.
It's work to being a mentor, and it's also work to being mentored. How to be able to receive what the other people is giving to us.
Hello, my name is Marco. I'm a classical guitarist, and as an active performer, I always felt captivated by many possible interpretations. So I came up with an idea: why not create a several angular, multidimensional 3D version?
During the week, each day there is a pitch moment.
We have to talk about our project every morning at 10 a.m. It's a project that we prepare before the workshop, and we have to pitch it in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Each of the participants should bring a personal idea, a personal project they want to realize in the month or years to come. So that is the specificity of the workshop of the Concours de Genève.
My role today is to speak about the role of artist manager and to try to the young musician to understand exactly the mission of an artist manager and what it is and what it can bring and what kind of added value it can be for their future. We are here to support and to develop the artist's career in different aspects of a career, which is really a large role.
Could you describe the process? How do the winners get engaged in later collaboration if they win any prize?
I'm Andreas, very nice to meet you all. And today we are talking about new concept formats and performative models in classical music, which is a topic that I personally like quite a lot. We looked at a lot of different examples, so I think for me it was important to try to inspire the people who participated this workshop today. I tried to show them a couple of examples of interdisciplinary collaborations, of examples of classical music concerts going to different venues, to alternative venues. In the afternoon we had little one-on-one consulting sessions with the participants, which was quite interesting because they're very individual, so everybody has their own questions. We talked a lot about individual career questions, but we would also talk about the artistic concepts that the participants are creating.
They need to be supported to develop some elements of their project, such as budgeting, financing, how to express themselves depending on who they are talking with. If they are talking to a manager, a programmer, an ambassador, or the director of a museum, it's very different. So they have to learn all these levels of communication, basically.
Usually we only focus on our artistic work as instrumentalists, and we never really think about the impact that the program can have in our audience. So especially when it comes to venues, different halls, smaller, bigger, and all of that, it's very interesting to know how to adapt our repertory choice on that.
What is relevant to propose or not, and what is the methodology to create, to build something relevant.
Each of you have to come and to introduce, support. I don't like the term, the word to sell your project, but to convince someone that your project is good.
Also, it was the case of him.
Sometimes you have in front of you a director of a prison, a banker, the head of a small city, the programmer of a festival. Okay, any kind of personalities who have their worries, their goals, their wishes, their dreams. And the exercise is not so easy for musicians, is to still being yourself, but also going to visit the brain of the person you have in front of you.
It was not easy at all because he put us in somehow absurd situations that I could not even imagine, that were, I would say, more difficult than real life situations. And I think that was really great and really clever, because if you work with even more difficult situations than real life ones, you should be even better prepared for the real situation.
My name's Olivia, this is my colleague Mathilde. Before we get started, I just wanted to know a bit about you. I think it is so important for young and emerging artists to know the aspects of press and social media that will contribute to the success of their careers. It's so beneficial that the laureates will have these tools for the future, and that when people come through the competition network, they know what the next steps are and how to progress their careers into the future.
The thing that comes to me when you play, feel the bottom of the keys as a third floor. If you can relate to that also. Yeah. Okay. Somebody else?
This mentoring program is really innovative and a great initiative from the competition.
My work is to give them tools, tips and tricks to be able to be autonomous.
We have to tell them that we need their ideas today. They are not like those of the past years. They are new, and we need them to show how the musical life has changed too. And that's a part of our job, to give them confidence, to tell them that we trust them.
We all talk about the word career, what it is, and we all think about the quantity, we all think about maximizing the number of concerts for a musician. But I think a career, for not only a classical musician, but a human being in general, after all, is being happy.